And when the tomb was opened for his burial, something was horribly wrong. Hello, friends. Are you ready to go on a journey with me? Let's escape to the Caribbean where the water is crystal clear. The sun melts into the horizon, and palm trees sway lazily in the breeze.
Sounds perfect, right? But don't get too comfortable, because hidden on the island of Barbados lies one of the creepiest and most unexplained stories of the 19th century. A cursed tomb. Coffins that moved on their own, and a mystery that still has no answer, even 200 years later. It all began in 1808, when a wealthy man, Colonel Thomas Chase, bought a family vault. It was massive, built of stone, with a heavy marble door. But the tomb wasn't completely empty. Inside was the coffin of a woman, buried back in 1724. Out of respect, her body wasn't disturbed. Not long after, tragedy hit the Chase family. The first to be laid to rest was Mary Ann Chase, just 2 years old. A tiny coffin, lead and heavy, placed gently in the vault. 4 years later, her sister Dorcas followed. Locals whispered she had taken her own life after suffering at the hands of her father. The Chases, people said, were a cruel and unsettling family, even feared by their own slaves. And then came the Colonel himself. Just 1 month later, he died. And when the tomb was opened for his burial, something was horribly wrong. The coffins inside had moved. Despite being massive, some had flipped. Others were shoved against the walls. Nothing was stolen, no signs of a break-in. Yet somehow, chaos. Still, the Colonel was buried. The vault was sealed again. But that was only the beginning. Over the next few years, every time the tomb was opened, the same terrifying scene greeted the mourners. Coffins thrown around like toys, heavy lead caskets flipped over, one even smashed. The strangest detail, the oldest coffin, belonging to Thomasina Goddard, the woman buried in 1724, always stayed in place, but even hers had been shaken violently, bones nearly spilling out. Word spread across Barbados. People were terrified. Some thought it was a curse, others something darker. The mystery eventually caught the attention of Lord Combermere, the governor of Barbados. He inspected the vault himself. No cracks, no hidden passages, no way in. To test it, he ordered the entrance sealed with concrete and spread sand across the floor to catch any footprints. 2 years passed. Locals swore they heard strange noises, banging, groaning, whispers, coming from inside. Finally, the vault was reopened. In front of a crowd of witnesses, the marble door was pulled aside, and once again, the coffins were in complete disarray. One was even blocking the entrance, as if it had been shoved right up against the door. But here's the impossible part. No footprints in the sand. No tampering with the concrete. No way in or out. That day, the Chase family had had enough. They removed every coffin and buried them in separate graves. After that, the disturbances stopped. The tomb fell silent, and for over 200 years, the chase vault has remained empty.
So what really happened? Was it a curse? A trick of the living? Or something beyond explanation? Whatever it was. Until next time, stay curious, stay cautious. And remember, not every grave keeps its secrets.